It is looking very possible that Israel is about to strike Iranian nuclear sites. The Trump administration and Iran have been in negotiations for quite a while now over their nuclear program, but today Trump said that he is not terribly confident that a deal will be reached. Not only that, Iran's defense minister just said that if negotiations fail and that if a conflict is imposed on them, now I think that stipulation is key, but that if a conflict is imposed on them, all US bases are within our reach and we will boldly target them in host countries. Well, guess what? There are now reports that the United States is withdrawing non-military personnel from Iraq. The State Department has not said how many personnel or the specific reason. The AP has reported that non-essential personnel would be withdrawn from Baghdad, and that withdrawal has been authorized for the family members of diplomats and other non-essential personnel from embassies in Bahrain and Kuwait. Like I said, the Iranian defense minister said that they would strike if a conflict is imposed on us, and given these withdrawals from the US, this could suggest that the US has intelligence that Israel views the waning nuclear negotiations as their opportunity to strike. This is obviously complicated in the sense that the Iranian government really bad. They are a theocratic, despotic regime, and I do think it would be a good thing if they were no longer in power. There is a very high chance that strikes in Iran that leave the regime in place would only strengthen their hold over the country, whipping up a nationalistic fervor that could lead to a massive war. There is also the reality that the Netanyahu regime has shown itself to be an enemy to humanity in Gaza and has continued to destabilize Syria even though Assad has fallen. So it would be an understatement to say I have very little faith the Netanyahu government has the best intentions of the Iranian people at heart. Let's of course never forget that it was the first Trump administration that tore up the original Iran nuclear agreement, discrediting any reformers within the Iranian government, making it so that the hardliners could only further cement their control. I would love nothing more than to see a democratic and prosperous Iran. As I said, their current government should not be in power. But I simply do not trust Netanyahu or Trump to effectuate that in Iran. What I do trust, though, is for them to effectuate an enormous amount of destruction and immiseration as they have done so many times before.